So far we've done the side mirror, we've done the front hood, and now we're going to do the doors. Specifically, we're starting with the rear door, I think. Let's see what they do. Oh yeah, don't let your clean wrap touch the ground.
Actually, yeah, and plus also we just cut. Yeah, we're good. We're chilling. Okay. But very good catch.
Magnet? All right, so we've rolled out the entire roll. That's basically the length of the side of the car for both doors. And what we're going to do is cut down the middle. That way we can have both doors kind of done at the same time. It's kind of a lazier way to do it, but we're gonna see if it works. We're basically pulling it out of the box, standing it up from back there, stretching it all the way back here. Well, not really stretching it, we're just pulling it at this point. And these magnets are what's holding it to the car. The A-pillar is magnetic, the doors are not magnetic. Are the fenders magnetic? The fenders are also magnetic, in case you're wondering. Oh my gosh, that is so much wrap.
And we're done.
Okay, so the plan was basically they rolled out the entire length for both doors at one time, so they only had to do it once. From there, what they did is they cut it in the middle. You can see it's just sliced in the middle. Now, there's a ton of extra like breathing room for each of the door panels, so it's totally fine that we rolled it out and then cut it like this. It goes over the back door and also over the fender. We're only going to use this much of this. And then the other roll is over here. It's in there. It's in there. And that one is gonna be for the back doors. So all of this is gonna go right here. So Anon actually detailed the car yesterday. Now we're just cleaning again the body panels because you don't want anything stuck underneath the adhesive, underneath the vinyl wrap, because when you squeegee it down, it will show. So we cut the top, save the top. We might use it for something else later. And oh yes, this is very nice right here. This piece came off the top. This piece is great for the mirror sides, if you want to use those for the mirror caps. Woo. You don't want to fold in the mirrors?
Well, it's going to be an even more hassle if they fold in the mirrors, because then it's right next to where they got to cut.
Oh, low-key, true. You could just remove the mirrors.
No.
So now we're cutting it, that way we can make space for this mirror right here. So our thought is just going to be to leave the mirror out, and then from there, we've cut a little bit of the wrap because this is gonna get cut off anyways. Door handles, they're super convenient because you just press it and it comes out, pull it. The only problem is that if it does this while we're trying to wrap it, that could be quite a disaster. So we're gonna disconnect the auto presenting door handles. They're gonna be stock door handles, unfortunately, but this will allow us to set the wrap down without any issues, or with less issues. We'll say with less issues.
It's gotta be one of these.
You didn't? Okay, bad past you for not labeling them though.
Yeah, I mean, I labeled one. Driving lights.
Oh my God.
It's gotta be 3M one.
Door handles, 3 amps, 3 amps. All right, 3 amps it is.
Yoink.
Oh, nope, that wasn't it. It was the front light. That was 3 amps. All right,
Gotta be 5 amps.
5 amps it is. 5 amps, 5 amps. It was the 5 amp one. Let's go. All right, so go future him. The door handles had a 5 amp fuse on it. So we just unplugged that fuse. These will no longer pop out automatically. You can still do it manually. All right, so you can see they still work. I mean, they're fine, but it's just not gonna automatically pop out, which is what we need.
Got it.
Okay, boom, all right. Dragonite, hold that. Oh, he didn't hold it. It's having a bit of problems tacking down right now.
Third hand.
All right, so while Non holds it, Chris is also holding it, but from this side. And then Nidus right here is just gonna pull off the 3M adhesive backing. This is definitely like a 3-man job. So Anon's still holding it down on that side, while Christiana is pulling the backing off. Chris is just applying it to the car itself.
Oh, good catch.
So we're not squeegeeing it down at all right now. We're not even really pressing it down. We're just pulling the wrap from Anon's side and Chris's side. That way we have a great kind of idea of how it's gonna sit. Idea is a key word because we're definitely not placing it down right now. There's a lot of fingers, wrinkles, all that stuff inside of there that we need to get out immediately. See all of this right here? It needs to come out. That's why we're not placing it down firmly at all. Mirror is causing a slight issue, but they're just gonna be going under it, kind of scooping it. We've gotten the wrap to lay down pretty well so far, just to get a good idea of what we're doing. We're obviously gonna have to cut on this side, up here, bottom, and on this side as well. Something to note is the door handle. It kind of extrudes, I think that's the right word, extrudes out a little bit. So you can see this outline, and we're gonna take a knife and we're gonna be cutting along here, and I'll show you that in just a second. So we also have this squeegee, and that is going to help us remove the fingers, the wrinkles, whatever have you, once we've hit it with the heat gun. The heat gun is super important because that is what's gonna allow us to stretch and bend the fabric, and then the squeegee and the tools are gonna allow us to manipulate it to have it go exactly where we want, when we want it, if we do it right. Oh always retract knives. So what did we do with the knives? Well, we took the knife and we made a cut underneath this mirror. That's where all this material came from. That way it can sit kind of nicely underneath here. You can see this looks pretty good. And Chris is just going to be using the squeegee and, for the top part at least, pushing all the bubbles and everything out the top. Eventually though, all of this is going to have to get removed with a little bit of excess left over. That way we can fold it over the edge. Ooh, that needs to get stretched and heated ASAP. You can see the top part is laid down pretty well. With some wraps, especially this one, you can actually see some of the body lines better. Like this one up top, not very visible with the stock paint. Everything above here is laid down pretty well. We're just trying to get the wrap to go past this body line. After that, we can worry about everything that happens lower. That looks really good. The door panel is completely done. Looks super good. Now we just need to cut out on this side, the bottom. What we're doing is we're gonna take our knife, we're gonna lay it against this side and leave as much as we can on that side of overlap. That way we can wrap it around the door. So we're gonna cut super close to this body panel.
Do not rush. Patience is key.
Yes, Anon, do not rush. Okay, okay. Oh my God.
No, that's why I put pressure on that side. So if I actually accidentally cut away, it'll be towards that side.
Slight slip up right there, but that's fine because it's going to be on the side that's farthest away from the door. All of this is going to be discarded, and especially all of this down here. That's also going to be discarded. Spot heat, then squeegee.
Yeah, because if you spot heat, anything bubbles up, you can see right away.
Is that
debris?
Also.
Yeah, I mean, we did this outside, so we're meant to get some. We're lucky we're gonna wear one.
Yeah, this actually doesn't look, for doing this outside, this does not look bad at all. Oh, that's a good strat to slightly indent it. So the wrap was kind of folding in on itself a little bit. That's why we had to pull it out, use a squeegee to push it in a little bit. That way we get some extra slack in here. But that was a slight problem that we avoided. Make sure when you go down, you don't slice your paint. So be super careful as you're getting closer to the body of the car. Super, super careful. Okay, okay. Oh my God.
Away from the car.
Away from the car.
That was not scary at all. It's okay. You're only dealing with some super high quality Tesla paint that's not soft at all.
No.
All right, so we're doing the same strat where Chris is just gonna use a squeegee, pushing it in so we get a little bit extra slack in there, and Anon is gonna come with the blade, cut it after pulling it down a little bit. The build quality with the Highland, the Model 3 though, is so nice. This is what happens when you heat a wrap too much. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Oh, there it's starting to go. 5 Mississippi. Oh, it is gone. That is just discolored and it's burning and it's burning. Check out this door though. This looks really, really good. Just don't look at the top, but the rest of it looks really good. Oh, and the door handle, don't look at that, but the rest looks really good. We want to wrap it really well, so we need to remove these trim pieces. All you're gonna want to do is first roll the window down. You're gonna want to get a pry tool underneath here. You're gonna need to pop it off from the back first. Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah, have Chris. Okay, so you hold it up a little bit, and then Chris will just go and...
Oh, okay.
That was what the heck? Oh, all right, and there you go. Wait, why don't people just buy these and replace the chrome one? Hey, Anon, you wanna clean this while you're at it?
You can do that, thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay, he's got a little bit of lint right here, but that's how you get that off. It essentially just sits on this metal right here. There's no clips or anything holding it in. You can see there's a bit of rubber for the weather stripping, and it literally just sits on here. No adhesive, nothing. It literally just sits on this metal part. There's no clips or anything. That's super easy to get out.
Okay.
So the one thing about those black panels is they're just plastic, so they tend to bend super easily. When you're taking it off, just be really, really careful when you do that. All right, so removing that panel after the fact has kind of messed up the wrap a little bit. We're gonna heat it to fix it and then just completely go over this part. But this is way better because it's gonna look so seamless. Once you remove that stripping right here, this goes over. You can see there's like a little lip right here. It's not gonna need to go all the way over, just a little bit so that when the black stripping sits on top of it, it covers it completely. Up here doesn't need to be too neat, just because that black piece is gonna go over it anyways.
Instagram and YouTube. Yeah, lactose.
It still gives you allergies.
But it's...
He's got it.
Which is arriving today.
The stream.
That's pretty good.
The highest quitting rate.
Got the door handle?
I did. Here, put this in your car.
My friend.
All right. Going around the edges, looks super good. On the side, down here, and then a non tucked over there. So it's pretty much done. The door handle is also really good, and we didn't even have to take it off, so that's solid. So for the black trim to go back on, all right, so follow the way there's a slight curve to it. You're gonna kind of do the opposite way you took it off. So the front side is gonna go down first. You're gonna push it down, leading all the way to the back. Nice. All right, so now we're gonna take a break, and you should too. Make sure you always drink water when you're doing this. That's gonna go back inside. We're gonna grab some food, and the rest of the stuff is gonna sit in here until we come back. So it's the time that I've been waiting for, and it's to finish the mirror cap that we started. It's so easy that they finished it before I even started filming. Much wow, much wow. So you're basically just gonna wrap and strap a piece of vinyl to this right here, and you're gonna pull it, and you're gonna shape it. We have excess on that far side, we have excess on this side, and excess down here. We're gonna cut a bunch of that excess away, and that'll make it a bit easier for when we need to be more precise to cut it, to have it fold over the mirror caps. All right, we have another one of them floss tapes up in there. Boom. Ooh, that is nice. Ooh. And then you just pull out that tape, and you're just gonna press down the wrap. While he does that side, the underneath of it is going to be something like this. This is the fish, this is the floss tape. We'll call it the floss tape. Floss tape is gonna go along here, and then down the back. Just laying it flat, squeegeeing it down. The mirrors are pretty forgiving. Once we have it around on this side, we're going to use that fish tape and make a nice clean cut. We're then gonna fold down the edges here on the side and on the top as well.
It's supposed to be long enough.
Why?
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no, no.
All right, so Anon just finished this mirror, and it looks really, really good. It's tucked to perfection, I would say. All right, we're checking out Chris's side, so he's just gonna be wrapping it around, pretty much just like we've done the other side. There's not enough at the bottom though, so he had to pull it up and reseat it just a little bit, and that is much better. Oh, those are not enough space. You're gonna need another piece. Check this out. It is mold and hold, and it's to hold the edges down of your wrap if you need it to. And we needed it to on the mirrors. So you can see it's this black right here. It's a little bit of difference. You can barely tell, but it just goes around the entire edge just like that. So we did it on this mirror, and we finished it on that mirror as well. We would use it also if we needed to. However, everything else seems to be setting pretty well. Just to recap, we finished the hood, we finished this door, and now we're moving on to this door. To take the black trim off on this door, it's the exact same, pulling it up from the back and then gently making your way down to the front. So heat, squeegee, careful around the edges, and careful around the door handle. You want to make sure that you push all of the kind of air or whatever into that pocket, because that will get cut out eventually. And then you're also going to squeegee everything up and out, and then down and out, because you want to hit this body line. Once you hit this body line, it's kind of like a checkpoint. You can start going down more for there.
That almost went bad. Good bug. Yeah. See, this film is forgiving.
Wow, the heat's revealing a lot of bubbles, huh? Nice, okay.
Oh, whoa, whoa, okay, okay, more heat.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
What the heck?
Oh man.
Good thing we use heat gun to reveal it and get rid of it, because that's going to show it later.
Yeah, that needs to get down. With the squeegee and with your fingers, right? Oh, there you go. So Anon just left to use the bathroom. He's eating it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, it had to go somewhere. So going on the quarter panel. I like it. That's what's up. Opening this mirror, removing these as normal. Anon's about to remove that back one right here. We're prepping this side, so that includes cleaning, obviously removing the weather stripping, unfolding the mirrors, and grabbing your wrap. You need that right there, that 3M wrap. Yeah, we're going to measure that to go along this entire part so that we can cut it right in the middle, just as we did the other side, and do it to these doors. We've been here all day with quite a lot of breaks, some good food, and a lot of fun. So it's taking us a bit longer to do this, but I think we're doing it right. I mean, the hood looks super good. The two doors and the mirrors on this side look super good. We started in the morning, and it's about 8 o'clock. It's like like 7:30 right now. We'll probably finish around 9 with all the panels and everything. So I'll let you know how that goes. But patience is key with a project like this. All right, so this is high key a 4-person job. 3 people to do the wrap and the 4th person to just stand around and hold the camera. I'm the person holding the camera. They're gonna be doing all the work, not me.
Tack over there. Okay.
I think you gotta pull more out before cutting. That's what happened last time.
More material.
It's just enough.
So if you cut at the box, it should be fine.
The reason we're doing the top first is so that we can have like this much and then cut that in half and use that for both sides.
They're trying to save material basically and save the planet.
I have 3 inches of material, 4 inches of material.
Very good amount.
How much? How many inches?
Like 2 hands.
2 hands. Whoa, what's 2 hands?
How many iPhones could you place there? 2? So that's 15 inches. Plus 6, 20 inches, 20 inches divided by, well, a foot and a half. Okay, yeah.
Pro tip, stay in school.
Then you divide. What do you divide it by?
An iPhone's 7 inches.
So this might not work. This might work. We already cut this though. I wish we had a little bit more on this side and a little bit more on this side, but this is a lot of film that we've already done. So we can't just waste it. We're gonna try and attempt this. We're gonna try to make this work. If it doesn't work, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna we're gonna do something. Oh, he's cutting it through the window.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight?
Yeah, just go straight.
Oh, that's really smart. Okay, so you see how Anon is cutting this right here? The reason why we're able to cut it at the right length is because Chris went inside the car and told him exactly where to cut it from the inside. That's a great way to measure it since we can't really see the body panels once the wrap is covering it like this. So that was super smart move. That's super smart. That entire piece is gonna go on the bottom side script right here. All right, so while they do the wrap, side note, we're not gonna be able to be here when they finish the wrap. But we will be here to show the entire car once it's done. And when we do, I'll be making some banana bread. So check that video out.
Oh, no.
Oh, you mother...
Red velvet originated in Korea as a way for Koreans to eat cake in a more elegant manner.
They did a lot of things that were considered elegant.
Anyways.
That history lesson, there were some things
Correct.
that your history teachers will not tell you.
This is not going to go in the video. I don't even know why I'm recording right now. You can look at the bottom, you can see it's being held in by magnets. This is pretty good because it's helping hold the vinyl. Because we have 4 people, but only 3 are being useful right now. I'm the one that's not being useful.
Ball. So,
Got it. Okay.
Pack.
Wait, hold on. Yep.
Down a little. Down a little. Pack. Packing is done.
All
Run
right.
it.
Christiana, let's pull.
Run it.
Okay.
Watch out, the tip's about to come off.
I got the bottom.
Whoa.
We did it. New tactic. Instead of worrying about the mirror first, we're going to be using the squeegee to push all the bubbles out and all the fingers and everything out. We're gonna push it up so that we can get to this main body line as our checkpoint. And then we'll handle the mirror and then we'll handle the bottom part. So we kind of just got... We just had to lift the entire wrap up because of this right here. When we were trying to fit it around the mirror, it just completely bunched up and you can see all the wrinkles that we have just because of this spot. The mirror is driving us insane right now. Thank goodness we have a heat gun. You can see if you just wave your magic heat wand around, it pretty much fixes everything, which is awesome.
thank you.
Oh.
It melted on.
That's less than ideal.
We ran
Get
it.
the other one.
Oh man, okay, so nothing is going amazingly. We have some wrap stuck to this heat gun. It's really hot right now. We cannot get that off. And we don't want to keep heating it because it's going to keep melting it. The mirror just completely f***ed us. All of this right here is because of the mirror. So we had to peel all of this off, retack it, peel all of that off, and we haven't even gotten to retacking it yet. Let's try not to burn this one. So we're just daisy chaining extension cords. Maybe don't do that. So we fixed the front problem area. After we get this back part down, it's hopefully smoother sailing for us from there.
You got some down here too. really fun.
We got to heat gun this a lot because we messed up so bad, especially around the mirror area, and now it's really, really biting us for the rest of the door. All right, Chris has to head out just for a little bit, but we need to get this mostly done before he can leave. As you can see, we fixed under the mirror mostly. That part that's not fixed, we're gonna get to that when we push everything up. We just wanna get around this body line. We wanna get that perfectly set. Heating that up is gonna allow us to pull all the fingers out. We're doing a different strat for this door actually. We're going down instead of up first. We need to do this bottom part and then we'll see if we move on to the top, but he'll be back in a second. Anon is fixing the heat gun right now, trying to get all the gunk that we had stuck on it, stuck off of it, or stuck of it. We're trying to get the wrap off.
Don't wrap your heat gun.
Yeah, don't wrap your heat gun. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Can you find it?
Shut up.
Not bad down there though, right?
It somehow burned.
He found it. He found it. He found it.
As you can see, molten hold and the weather stripping will hide it.
He ripped the wrap. Chris
She
said
gave
no.
him the side eye right now. She looked at him like, oh, you did.
Run it.
Let's run it. He's excited. Oh yeah, so Chris is back, and now we're fixing it. I think this is salvageable though, because the black part in there that goes right there, it should cover it. Theoretically.
Don't worry about it.
If it covers it completely though, that's gonna be amazing. He's like, let me at it, bro. Let me at it. That was good. No, he did good though.
Oh, you want to see that?
Just get that bubble out. You want to hit it with the heat gun to make sure that all the bubbles are out?
We do it right after.
Okay.
Trim right now. I feel like if there are already bubbles in there, we could just.
Right, okay. All right, so next step, trimming all of the excess so that we have less just junk to work with.
Don't shortcut it this time. Again. I swear.
Again. Okay.
Oh my god. You didn't have to say again.
Again.
You just called them out.
I just cut it with my squeegee. God damn.
That's what Anon did too. Some mold and hold tape. Where's this going?
Over his little.
No, don't say it like that.
Oh, it is right there. Let's put Anon on blast real quick.
Cut it out.
This right here. Anon's little mess up. Little boo boo.
Gone for 1 minute.
He's a little boo boo.
That'll
be covered up.
Yeah, see, you'll be covered up. Listen to Noah.
All right, so Anon just trimmed the top, and he also put it down.
Literally trimmed it off.
Trimmed this on the side. We just got to do the bottom. We got to do the back as well, then the door handle. You burned the dirt.
Wait.
Oh, that could have been really bad. Does it not fit? Anon says it does. But you have to do it when the door is closed. So when you push these down, make sure the door is closed. Otherwise, you're gonna be putting a lot of pressure on these hinges right here. Once it's all aligned, once you're comfortable with everything, you can call this door successful.
I'm okay with that.
Just don't look at it.
Yeah.
Don't look at it. All right, let's check out the mistakes.
Honestly, from far away, you won't notice it.
No.
I'd rather just throw a whole entire mold hold on this one.
The whole top?
Yeah, it'll conform to the body line.
The mold hole was holding all of this at the end. It looks kind of bad because it just stops right in the middle. We're gonna get more of this and have
straight.
it go along the entire panel.
This black has to go on top of the body line. So maybe let's fix this one then.
Okay.
If it's gonna show, we might as well fix it.
So basically the issue is, even though the black part, which is this right here, would cover it right for now,
Also can be white.
it would recede in the sun, meaning the wrap can start to come down a little bit because it's not uniformly folded over the edge right here. So if the wrap starts coming down, it's gonna start revealing the midnight metallic silver, which is the original paint, which would not look very good. So we're putting the mold hold on the entire door. That way we ensure that it will not come off. You can see this wrap is perfectly fine. It folds over great. It's just right there. That's our issue.
A little bit more.
But we want it to look good, so that's why we're doing it along the whole thing, as Anand just said.
We shouldn't be using this much, right?
No.
Typically.
Yeah, this is this is a bit unconventional. All right, so the door, it's almost done. It's pretty much done. The only thing we have to do left is the door handle, which we'll get to in a second. But we also need to do any bubbles that are left over inside the wrap. And for that, we're gonna have to hit it with a heat gun. Putting the samurai sword back on the door, we can see how well this looks.
Perfect.
Now you can't even see it.
Exactly.
That looks really good. Okay, oh yeah. You wouldn't even be able to tell that's there. That looks super solid. So it's great. We wasted not wasted, but we used a lot of the mold and hold, way more than we needed to, but it looks super good. And I think everyone's happy that we did it versus when we didn't do it.
And slow down.
Nice. You gotta be very careful around the edges because you do not want to scratch your paint.
Or poke a hole at the wrap you just did.
Right, yeah, you definitely don't want to do that because if you poke a hole in the wrap right there, it's going to be very, very hard to make it look good. All right, so once you get almost all of it done with the knife, you can start poking it through with a small kind of spudger.
Here, Noah, put this on your car.
And it's gone. Come on, join me. I have one on my car. He likes it.
I'll let you handle some.
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
What? In my pocket, dude. My pocket. You didn't let me finish putting it down.
so strat with the door handles. We're heating around the area. We're gonna squeegee it just to make sure any bubbles get out because once we tack this in, it's gonna be super hard to get any out. All right, so heating the door panel just to make sure we get any kind of bubbles, any kind of wrinkles. We wanna make sure everything is out before we do the finishing touch, which is the door handle. That's all we have left to do. It looks pretty good though. Look at that. Dude, that is smooth. We're gonna get to this in a second. I think his wrap, like, it pronounces these body lines more, huh? I didn't even know that one existed up there. Yeah, no, this one.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that either.
Yeah, I think the wrap that you chose for the body lines, it definitely makes it look more body-y. Heating the film around the door handle, we can use our little spudger.
Or you can finger it.
So you can either finger your door handle area or you can use the spudger and press it in. Anand prefers the fingering, so he's gonna start with that and then use a little bit of the spudger around there.
As the area gets tighter.
As the area gets tighter. As the area gets... You can see it's coming together. We have both panels, same color. That means we're making progress. This panel is much easier because it doesn't have a mirror. And so we don't have to worry about dipping around here and all the funkiness that happens because of that mirror. So this one's going on super well. We just laid it down once. I just helped out a little bit, pulling the wrap backing. And it really is a 3-person job, especially for these big door panels. Chris and Anand are just squeegeeing it out. Noah's chilling over there. I'm being extremely helpful as always. Oh, do you put electrical tape on the squeegee?
These are called buffers. You type the application when you do these kind of wraps. You can do a wet applicator. Typically use these dry ones with things that you could treat with heat really easily. So things like your statins, things like mattes. You don't want to do it with gloss because it could scratch it up. So then when it becomes to gloss or things that are like double colored, you probably want to do a wet application. And then you're just going to spray with like 50% baby shampoo plus 50% water, then you just wet apply, wet squeegee it, and it'll go on the same way.
All right, different types of applicators for different types of wraps. So these you're gonna have to replace over time because it doesn't glide as well. This looks really good. This went on really, really fast. The only thing we really have to do left is this back part. It's not hard, but this is the harder part, I guess you could say, of this back door, just because you need to cut it at a specific kind of angle and in a certain amount to have it go around both the side and the bottom part. These little fingers that we have right here, little creases, are gonna be covered by this black part. Yeah, see, these don't even matter because the black part's gonna cover it. This part is done really well as well. And then Anand is just going around doing the door handles. So we're pretty much done with the doors. So in one day, coming over at around the afternoon, somewhere around like 12, 1-ish, we got the hood done. It looks perfect. We got both mirrors done. They look great. We got all the doors done and we're about to finish. It's about 10 o'clock, so 10 hours doing most of the body. This is pretty good. I think we could finish the fenders and the back in at least 2 more days. Never, ever skip this step. It's the bubble check. Take your heat gun, wave it over the film, not too close. You don't want to burn it, but you want to make sure you get all the bubbles out. This is super key. You don't want to leave those bubbles in and check later. It's very important that you do this now. Oh, right there. Once it happens, you need to stop heating immediately and squeegee it out. At 10 p.m., okay, it's actually 10:01, but 10 p.m. sounds cooler. We are pounding in the exterior weather sealing, weather panel, whatever you want to call it, side panel. And hooray! We've done the doors. Look at these. They look so good. You want to make sure that the black is on very well, otherwise it's going to stand out because it is your exterior trim. It's the only thing that's really bordering your windows. The hinges on the Model 3 were creaking when they were doing that a little bit, so if you really want to press force fully down on this, which you should to push it all the way back in, try to do it with the door latched. That way it's reinforced not only on the side, but over there as well. Chris, look at this. It's not aligned right here.
We got lucky the other door with one go.
So I think we need to pull it out. Damn.
Hopefully this plastic's not bent.
Shouldn't be. Remember, pull kind of towards you and up. There you go.
Towards that way. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Like I did it.
Okay. See if it rests.
Door inside.
Tiny bit out.
Door inside.
Okay. I think it's too far.
No, that looks good on this side.
Good? Okay. If it was on that side.
Oh, there we go. Woo! Woo! Heck yeah, that was it. Within spec. So that was fun. That's how you not professionally wrap doors. But we got it done. And if you want to see us get the rest of the build done, check out that full video in the description below, the like button. Super fun. Promise you'll love it. You heard that. You heard it right here. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.